All right, to start the sequence, we're going to do some corset breathing. So take a block, you're going to place it between your knees, place it long ways so that your knees are about hip width apart. You're going to let your heels rest on the floor, make L's with your hands, and then just place them around the lowest rib. We'll do 5 rounds in through the nose, exhale, purse your lips, pike your hips up just slightly so that that pelvis can come into a little better alignment with the rib cage. Hands around that lowest rib. As you inhale, feel lateral expansion out wide and also feel like you're breathing into your back. As you exhale, feel that corset, your transverse abdominis from a musculature standpoint. That's what's helping to brace everything to get in super tight. So breathe in through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure you purse your lips. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, blow out the straw. 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 more rounds. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let your butt come down. Keep the block in between your knees. Keep squeezing it. Now I just want you to lift your heels. Now if you want to make it harder, let your feet come further away from you. If you need to make it easier, bring them in a little bit closer. But now you've got a nice little natural arch in your lower back. You don't want to be pressing it in and putting your spine into flexion. Have that nice little arch. Keep your hands where they are. And we'll do that same breath. But now you've got this low back as the fulcrum, that lever point where everything wants to break. You're not going to let it. You're going to close that rib cage and pelvis relationship to keep everything tight up here. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 more rounds. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more rounds. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round. Inhale for 4, and then we're going to really blow it out on that last exhale. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. Keep blowing, keep blowing. It should feel everything tightening up, burning. Keep holding for 3, 2, 1. We blew it all out. Awesome work. Take that block out. Let your left leg go long. Right knee comes into your chest. Now you're going to really make sure that you're flexing this foot towards your face. Allow some stretch to come into the back. We're staying active with it rather than just pulling and being passive. 15 seconds here, and then we'll come into a figure 4, right ankle over left knee. Nice, easy breathing now. Here for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right ankle over left knee. And then drive that left knee into your chest. We'll be here for 15. Let that right knee drift away. You can hold here or pull in even more or interlace your fingers behind that left hamstring. Continue to hold for another 5. Right leg glute bridge in 3, 2, 1. So now that right foot comes in, left leg comes up. We're just going to hold this glute bridge here 15 seconds. Make sure the front of your core stays on so that back can get nice and long. Keep the chin down. Continue to hold. We're here for another 8. And then we're going to roll onto our right side in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right, so warming up and activating the hamstring and the glute. Now we're going to warm up the hips as we drive. Make sure that your elbows underneath your shoulder. You're just going to open up, come back down. We're going to do 15 here. And all you're doing is you're keeping the insides of your feet together And then you're opening up your knees like a clam. You're driving into your right shin, and this right hip is coming up. You should be feeling it on the bottom, a little bit on the top. Got another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now come back down to your back. Right leg goes long. Just did the right leg. Now we're going to do the left. Pull that left toe towards your face. Fingers interlace around your left shin, and pull that knee in toward your shoulder. Here for another 5, 4, 3, left ankle over right knee in 2, 1. Left ankle over right knee. Now you're pulling that right knee into your chest, left knee away. Feeling this in the glute med on the outside of that left hip. If you do feel anything in your knee or your ankle, just back away. Maybe shorten up the angle of that knee to your ankle as opposed to making it flat. Here for another 6 seconds, and then we're going to go to that single leg glute bridge on the left. Here for 3, 2, 1. Press that heel in. Now make sure you got your weight in your heel. You want to feel this in the glute and in the hamstring. Really important to have those muscles always firing, always strong, always active when you run. Continue to breathe. We're here for another 6 seconds. And then I'm going to face away from you guys. You'll see my backside, but we're going to do those clams in 3, 2, 1. Coming down. Now you can get another angle if you need it. Otherwise, we got 15. So let's open up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We got 2 more, then we're on our back, and we're on our back. We'll do heel crawl outs before we rock forward into a high plank. So get your hips up into a glute bridge, and then you're just gonna walk your heels out, 3 or 4 steps out, 3 or 4 steps back in, 5 rounds of this. Get some eccentric loading on those hamstrings, work into the flexibility, and also into the strength. 3 more rounds, breaths nice and easy. Keep the hips up. Shorten up the reach with your heels if you're feeling any pain in the knees or if you're having a hard time keeping those hips up. 2 more rounds, and then you will rock forward in 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees into your chest, rock forward, plant your hands, step your feet back. Now we're going to be in a high plank. From this high plank, really press the floor away, almost protracting your shoulders. Really turn on the serratus, those muscles right underneath the armpit. Now you're up on your toes, pull that belly button up and in, and then we're just going to slowly, gently, slowly, whichever word you want, we're going to rock back and forth. Start to ease yourself into deeper ranges of motion. As you come further away, those heels pressing away from your hands, that's going to bring you into more dorsiflexion. That's going to be more of a stretch on your ankle as you come forward. Now you're up on your toes, maybe a little bit more plantar flexion. You might even flip your toes here and get a little bit longer, then rock back. So you do this sometimes in downward facing dog, but we're just being a little bit more active with it in this high plank. You can do about 10 rocks, whatever feels best of those variations I just showed. Then we're going to find a downward dog. Find that downward dog in 3, 2, 1. Just press back. Step your feet out, hands out a little bit wider. And then those heels do not need to touch. Make sure that you find a knee bend if you need so that those feet can be in a nice neutral position. Again, we're working on the calves primarily, so we want to make sure we respect whatever pain or tension that we're feeling. Press the floor away nice and easy. Send those hips up nice and high. Then from here, we're going to find a forward fold. Take a breath in. Exhale. And let that exhale guide your feet behind your hands. From here, just let those hips come up high. Feel that stretch in the hamstrings. Let the torso just rest in your quads. Let the head, neck rest.
here for 8 seconds, and then we'll slowly roll up into a mountain pose. In 5, 4, 3, 2, breath in, exhale, arms reach up, and then find a nice relaxed position. We're going to go into some heel drops from here. With these heel drops, you're going to grab a block, 1 block, 2 blocks, whatever feels best, and you're just going to bring your feet up on top of those blocks. From here, you can use wall to stabilize you, chair, whatever you got around you. You can also do these on stairs and your home. So you're going to come up on the right foot to start, and then you're going to lower down for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. Then we're going to do the left side in 2 more. Back up, last 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up, last 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, right calf's feeling it. Now we go on to the left one. Lower down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. 3 more, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, last 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake them out. And then let's come back to that mountain pose we were in. Feet hip width apart, hip width distance apart, squeeze the glutes forward, abs stay tight, arms reach up overhead. Now we're going to slowly lower down into a chair. Bring your feet out a little bit wider. As you lower down, sweep the arms back, and then find yourself in a 90-degree angle with your knees, and then also with your torso in relation to your hips. From this position, place your hands outside of your knees, and then almost roll onto the outside of your foot. Not quite. You want to still have even distribution of the foot touching, but you should almost feel like you're pulling your mat in half. So you should, as you press your knees into your hands, feel these glute medius turning on to help activate the hips from this position. Now all we're going to do in 5 seconds is come up onto our toes and work on a little bit of foot and ankle strength in 3, 2, 1. Now we're up on our toes. 15 seconds here. Keep those knees driving out. If you fall down, that's all right. Get back into it. Now we're helping to strengthen all the little muscles surrounding the ankle, working up into the calf. Here for another 5, 4, 3, forward fold in 2, 1, forward fold. Let those hands rest behind your ankles. Maybe massage them just a little bit. Let your head, neck relax. Again, knees nice and bent if you need, so you can work on that hamstring. Get nice and long. Flat with the back. Then you're just going to plant your hands, step back, breath in, exhale, downward facing dog. All right, so I just flipped my down dog around so that you guys can see me a little bit better in this sequence. From here, we're going to lift the right leg high, squeeze your glute to help you lift that heel a little bit higher, point the toe, take a breath in, exhale, drive it forward, low lunge, find your blocks, get the torso nice and long here. And then one thing I want you to check, make sure that your foot in the front, that right foot, isn't crossing over in front of the left. You want to make sure that they are parallel to each other and not stacked. If they were train tracks, they should be about 2-3 inches away from each other. Give them a little bit of separation. From here, we're going to find a warrior 1. So just drop that back heel down, open up both feet. You might shorten the stance slightly, but what I want you to feel is a little bit of stretch into this area, and you don't have to go into it if it is a little bit tight. You're going to have a nice little bend to this knee. Arms can be up overhead, or they can just be down by your side. But I want you to feel this hip opening up, and then I want you to really push this ankle away from you and work into that left back ankle. Then the last thing you're going to do is going to try and square your hips, Again, that'll help open up here in that front left groin area. Rotate those pinkies in towards your ears as you open up your hands. Nice easy breathing here. We're going to open up into a star in 5, 4, spin to the left in 3, 2, 1. Big star. Bring your feet out wide. Take up space, and then from this position, we're going to come into a wide squat. So now we're in this wide squat, almost like a sumo squat. Knees pushing out and away. I'm feeling a stretch right in here. You might too. Next step that we're going to do, lift your heels up. So from here, we're going to do 10 squats, just driving those heels up, come back down, driving them up, come back down. We got 7 more. Now we're working not only into the legs, working into the calves, feet a little bit. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up, big star. And then bring your hands to heart center. So now this right foot is going to come parallel to the front of your mat. Left foot's open slightly. We're going to side lunge into this right leg. Hands to center. Take a breath in. 5 rounds of this. Exhale, lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up. Lower down. 5, 4. Hips are coming back. Knee inside ankle. 1. Back up. Lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. 2 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. When we get to the bottom, we will pivot to the left. Left foot will be forward, low lunge. Frame your foot with your hands. Then you're going to shoot that left leg back and push back into a downward facing dog. From this downward facing dog, we're going to work onto the other side now. So all you're going to do, lift that left leg high, grab those blocks if you need them. Use your glute to get you there, point your toe, breath in, exhale, drive forward, low lunge. Mindful again, did you cross over into your right foot's lane or do you have separation between the two? Find a nice tall torso here, and then you're going to spin that right heel down, find your warrior 1, lift your torso, square the hips, feeling the stretch right here, pressing this ankle right in this area away. That's where you might feel a little bit of pain, so if you do, make sure and ease off of it. You can bend the knee slightly, get your hips back if you need, but the left knee is going to be over that left ankle, hips square, pinkies rotate in towards the ears as we hold here for 10. Sit in it, nice easy breathing, keep this pillar nice and strong. We're here for 5, 4, spin to the right, star in 3, 2, 1. Spin open, big star, and then find that squat again. Hands to center, feet out nice and wide, lower down into it, knees driving out. Try and keep them over your ankles. You're going to feel that stretch in here. We're also working into that hamstring, that inner thigh muscle that you'd feel. From here, we're going to lift the toes, come up onto the heels, and then we come down, up. So we got 8 rounds of this. Keep those knees driving out over the toes. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open up, big star. Breath in, exhale, hands back to center. Now we're going to parallel that left foot to the front of the mat. Make sure that right foot's open. We're going to do 5 side lunges into that left side. Lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. 3 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Low lunge in 1. Back to the right foot. Frame the right foot steps back. Press into your hands, send your hips back. Downward facing dog. From this downward facing dog, come into a forward fold, and then you're just going to slowly come up to a standing position. Now we're gonna take one block and we're gonna do heel taps on the right, heel taps on the left. So I'm gonna start, let's go with the right foot facing you. It's gonna be your left. So what you wanna do is you wanna come up onto this so that we're gonna stabilize into the hip of the foot that we're balancing on. And then we're gonna do tap forward, tap back, tap side, kind of a running motion with our heel. We're gonna do 10 each time. So we're gonna start tapping front, so you lower down. 1, 2, notice how I've got a nice, smooth, controlled, using my arms, mimicking the same motion that I normally would have when I'm running. We got 5, 4, weights in the heel, trying to keep even distribution though of pressure into the ball of my feet and the heel. We got 2 more. Whew. And 1. All right, so I'm starting to build a little bit of tension in this glute med, also working into the small little muscles of the ankle right here. So now I'm going to tap back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's really starting to burn. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, now we're going to tap out with this foot. So we just got to let this knee and these hips come into a little bit of flexion as we lower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, feeling that ankle really stabilize. Starting to burn with the hip. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now the last little bit, isometric hold. Let the knee bend, hips burning, ankles burning. We're just gonna lift this left leg. Isometric hold here, really burn it out. Oh, it's burning, here we go. Here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Whew. Roll the ankle, roll the hip, whatever you gotta do. Now we're on to the left foot. So that left foot's gonna step on. We're gonna do the same thing, 10 front, 10 back, 10 to the side. So press in. When I was talking about on the ball, you wanna be here. You also wanna be on the outside and the weight in the heel, but I like to think of the weight in the heel. It helps me get some of that muscle awareness into that glute med and the back side, as opposed to being a little bit more quad and knee dominant. So from here, we're just tapping forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, now tapping back. 1, 2. Try not to lower down all the way. Just a slight tap. I fell a little bit. Try and stay up as much as you can. Helps keep the tension in the hip. It's now getting into my left ankle as well. We got 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 10. Now we're going to tap out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, I know it's burning. Stay with it. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, 10-second isometric hold. Bend the knee. Let that hip get a little bit deeper, then open up. Now we're burning. 10 seconds. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out, shake it out. All right. Wherever you're at, come to a forward fold. And then all you're going to do is you're going to plant right elbow, open up, straighten out that left leg. Little counter stretch for that hip. We'll do the other side as well. Hold this 5 to 10 seconds and then switch. You got this elbow here just to help rest and keep your torso nice and long as you rotate. And we'll switch it out. Right leg straightens, left knee and left elbow meet. Just rest that elbow right at the top of the quad. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From this downward facing dog, you're just gonna crawl your hands back towards your feet. So you're gonna be at the back of your mat. Nice forward fold position, then slowly come up, just so that we're standing. Your left foot's gonna be your base here. And what I want you to do is bring your right knee up, right ankle at 90 degrees, left hand reaching up in that running position, right arm reaching back. Now I wanna demo what this is gonna look like. So you're here, then as you step forward, I wanna make sure that there's at least 2 to 3 inches in between my feet as I step, because if there's not, and I'm going here, and I'm crossing over, that's a lot of pressure that's coming right here on this ankle. Could be causing the shin splints if you're feeling those or any ankle shin pain. So as I come up, I wanna be able to lunge forward and have a nice little gap in between that. Right knee still over the right ankle, and then I'm just gonna press up and come back into it. Press up, come back into it. So we'll do 5. That's been about 2. Here. Last one. All right, now from this position, really anchor into that right foot, and then you're just gonna lift the back leg. Right knee slightly bent. We're gonna do single leg squats. Now we're really gonna work this right ankle. Bring that left knee to your right calf, and then bring it back up. Try and think 3 seconds down, 1 second up. We'll do 5, we got 2 more. Last one. Hold it up, then let that back leg come down. We'll find a runner's lunge, and then bring your hands inside that right foot. Let the left leg go long, grab your blocks, find a nice tall chest. Now with your back foot, it's gonna be either long or you can tuck it, whatever feels best. Feel like as if you're working into that front ankle, into that shin muscle. If it's feeling a little bit tight, if it's giving you problems, keep the toes tucked as needed. Then start to drive that right knee out slightly, work into the inner groin. Here for another 10, nice easy breath. We got 5. We'll come into a downward facing dog in 3, 2, 1. So slide that right leg back, downward facing dog. Now you're just gonna crawl your hands back to your feet again, and we're gonna do the other side. So slowly come up, right foot as your base, left knee up, arms mimicking that running position, and then you're just gonna lunge forward. Give yourself a check. Is there space in between? If there's not, next time we do this, try and lunge. So we're just slowing it down so that we can give ourselves the feeling of having really good stride mechanics. Back up, 2 more. Slow, smooth, smooth is fast. Last one. Now we're holding here, left knee over right left ankle, right leg's gonna kick up. Now we're balancing on this left foot. Soft bend to your left knee, soft bend to the left hip as you hinge forward even a little bit more. Now you're feeling it back in that glute med we were just at when we were doing that foot on the block drill. Now we're gonna do right knee to left calf 5 times, 3 seconds down, 1 second up. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. And 5. Right foot lowers down to the back of the mat. Runner's lunge. Bring that left foot out nice and wide. Untuck that right toe. Use the blocks to keep the chest nice and tall. About 20 seconds here. Again, you can untuck the toe or you can let it go long. Let that left knee start to drive open. Work into that inner groin area. Here for another 10. Then we'll find a downward facing dog. Nice easy breaths. As we get ready to cool down, we go to down dog in 3, 2, 1. Tuck your right toe, Left leg shoots back. We're in a downward facing dog. And then from this downward facing dog, rock forward and then slowly lower down onto your stomach. From your stomach, we're just gonna do quad pulls, but what I want you to think about more so than going into the quad, definitely stretch the quad here, but try and play with adding a little bit more tension to create the stretch in the front of your ankle as well. So as we go into this deep plantar flexion, let it go as far as you can here, and then give yourself 30 seconds of nice, easy, calm, relaxing breaths as you work into it. Maybe bring your ankle forward a little bit, a little more dorsiflexion, then let it go back into that end range. Here for another 10, and then we're just gonna switch legs. Nice, easy breaths for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now you're working into your left quad, but also think left front of your shin as you let those toes pull away from your ankle. Think ballerina feet, ballerina toes as you go into this plantar flexion. Another 15 seconds, and then we'll flip over onto our back. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flip on over to your back. Flip the hat. And then bring that right knee back into your chest just like we did at the very beginning. But now with this ankle, I want you to go as easy as you can. Clockwise 10 times, and then we'll go counterclockwise 10 times. Keep that right knee pulling into your chest, and then flip it the other way. So the pain you're feeling in the front of your shin could be a combination of weak muscles in the ankle. Could be a combination of tight muscles in the calves. Could be a combination of your stride. All of those we worked on today. And always know that you can back off of stuff if it doesn't feel good. And if you ever need to, also listen to that pain. Listen to the body and take a rest if you need. It's always okay to slow down for a few days, maybe in a few weeks, if it means being able to run longer in the future. From here, we're going to shift into this figure 4 that I'm in. Right ankle over left knee. Go another 15 seconds, and then we'll switch sides. Right leg will go long, left knee into your chest. Part of the reason we're taking this time to stretch and slow down is so that we can go faster, so that we can go longer with our runs, with our activity. If you don't take this time to do the self-maintenance, just prolonging any injuries or increasing the injury rate that you could be facing. Here for 5, right leg goes long in 3, 2, 1. Pull that left knee into your chest, toe towards your face, and then take 10 clockwise circles. Nice and easy. Got about 5 more, and then we'll flip it. 3, 2, 1. Flip it the other way. Then we'll go left ankle over right knee, figure 4 for the last stretch of this segment. We'll go another 10, then we'll let the legs go long. Give yourself a chance to breathe, relax, meditate, whatever you need to do. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs go long. Let your hands rest on your stomach or down by your side. And awesome work. Take that time to meditate, breathe if you need. Otherwise, catch you in the next video.